Are we as mamas sharing too much information about our littles online? It could be platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or even YouTube. I'm not talking about the level of the LeBray family or even 8 passengers. I think we can all agree that that is just a little bit too much. But what about us everyday moms or moms that are trying to build an influence on a certain platform? What is too far and what are some of the dangers in it? Many parents are concerned about the digital footprint that is being left behind for their children. Some have gone as far as not sharing any information about their kids. Parents are also concerned with how much other parents are sharing information about their very own children. Hi, my name is Sierra McDowell, and if you have seen any of my other videos, then you know I am not above sharing information about my children online. I have shared videos about them and stories and things like that. So this is not coming from a place of judgment whatsoever. I saw the statistic that over 42% of parents over in the UK post at least one video or picture of their children a day. I think that number is actually quite a lot, but I think as moms, we see the benefits of it and being able to connect with other moms or being entertained by the content that they are putting out or even learning something different and new that we hadn't thought about. And of course, our worlds revolve around our children and we're with them for such a majority of the day most of the time. And of course, there's going to be things that we are going to share about what we are up to or things that are going on that is going to naturally bring our children into it. When I first became a mom almost 6 years ago, I honestly didn't think about it that much. I thought, okay, my things are on private. Who really cares? I want everyone to be able to see what is going on and I got this cute new baby. As a 32-year-old, this was a whole different world than what I grew up in. Nowadays, we can just grab our phone and we can take a picture and have it posted on 5 different platforms within a 5-minute span. The access is there at almost every given moment of capturing something and being able to present it to people. But with this, I don't think that we have always done a great job in protecting our children with the things that we have posted. Even with the information that I have shared about my children, I'm going to have to answer to them. And if it is something that they will want taken down or if it's something that they are okay with having out there. And part of my content, I was trying to protect my children in their stories or giving personal detail or information, but still communicating some of the things that were my goal and the whole adoption world and what you experience and what you may go through to bring awareness. Even with it being information and educational based, there are still areas that you need to be so careful with, and I have tried to do my best in protecting my children in that. But at times I've wondered, is it too much and should I not share as much as I have, even if it is on an educational base? As parents, our children's livelihood is entrusted with us. And it's our responsibility to protect them and even the digital footprint that is left behind before they were old enough to even consent to it. So here are some of the concerns that I have had whirling around. Just over 37% of the world has gone social. The changes are growing exponentially. And the amount of pictures that are being circulated of children is, I don't even know the number, but I know that it is up there because we might find humor in it or think that it's cute and being able to connect with it. But there is an entire different side, such as a digital kidnapping. Now, to be honest, I don't really know how often this happens because what are the chances of someone really, taking pictures of my kids and pretending that they're their own and using their information? Probably not that likely, but it also still happens and their entire identity is taken. So, not giving too much information about, their whereabouts, their birthday, their age, all of those fine details of where they go to school and being very careful in that aspect. We also think that if everything's on private, then it doesn't really matter. But those private accounts get hacked all the time. And even though we trust most of the people that are in our circle, they could still share that information and it could still circulate because there's not really any protection around that if they want to take a screenshot or if they want to record that and then share it with other people. We also have to be thinking about the emotional impact this can have on our children as they get older. They are not going to say 1, 2, 3, 7, 10 forever. They are going to get older and they are going to see the things that are out there and be aware of the things that have been shared about them. This can impact them socially at school or future jobs. and they might not necessarily want to represent themselves in the way that we have already put them out there into this digital world and the footprint that they have already had left behind. Things could be traumatic for them, or we share an intimate moment that we don't think twice about, but in reality that might be a big deal for that child as they get older. So we are responsible for the things that we are sharing about them now and the impact that it's going to have on them later. This next one is the one that creeps me out the most and what I have the hardest time with. And do I think it's happening all the time? Absolutely not. But do I think that it's happening more than we like to give it credit? Absolutely. And that is our children's videos or photos being seen in a light that is not being respectful of them and their bodies. There is corruption, there is disgusting things that happen out there in the world, and people may take these photos and videos that we think are so cute and so sweet and save them, download them, and do their own thing with them. That is not something that we want our children to be involved in or wrapped up in. Even over a year ago, there's this little girl that was shared on TikTok with her and her mom would do all of these videos. She was getting so many saves on her videos and like all these downloads, and it was said that even photos and videos of her were shared on websites that are harmful and that should never have children on them. That is a very scary thing to think about. We live in a lake community and we spend a lot of time there, and there's times where I take a photo of my daughter and then I post it online, and I can't imagine like if that photo was taken for someone to have and to enjoy by themselves in private and the pleasures that they might get out of that, and it being over my daughter's face and who she is as a person. And as a mom, I think that it is our job to protect our children from this, even if we don't think that it's happening. It is taking place all the time, and we don't like to admit that this could be happening because it's disgusting and scary and devastating to think about our children being viewed this way. So what is the line? What is too far and what is acceptable? And I know that it's going to come down to everyone's personal beliefs, and some people might think that it's not sharing too much, and other people will go as far as to not put any pictures or videos of their children on any kind of platform. And then others will share photos of them with something over their face so that you cannot see them. And I respect those decisions. I don't know if I'm necessarily there right now, but I am being more thoughtful of what I will be sharing and how often I will be sharing anything, what is too far and what we are sharing about our kids. So I want to hear what you have to say about this. So please leave a comment down below, but be nice. Like, I don't want to be reading these comments and people being nasty and ripping other people apart, but I would love to know what your thoughts on this topic are. So if you enjoyed this video, then please click this one over here because this is the one that YouTube thinks that you would like best, and I will see you over there. Bye.